Chung, the snaps, I'm assuming that in practice, he was pretty good with those snaps and that.
Yes, yeah.
Was that a concern for you going in, 160,000?
It wasn't, because we honestly, we practice, we try to make an environment that makes game days easy, that was an awesome venue, an awesome crowd, but we treat that as peripheral. It's more of what's in front of us than what's outside. And it wasn't a concern, but I did talk to them, so I had to calm down, and they got better there for a while, and then we had the critical error there at the end, which, gave Gallo an opportunity to come in, so.
What have you seen out of Wyatt that he's kind of earned him more playing time?
Wyatt's day to day, and I love Wyatt, I really do, and he knows it. He's the first one that'll tell you, he'll have a day where he's focused and on point, and he'll have a day where he's not. But he is gradually, he's getting better every day right now, and I'm excited where he was. And of course, we've got to be smart at all times. We want to be hard, smart, and tough. Well, smart's part of that, and he'll be the first one to tell you that's some silly stuff that. Just silly penalties, unnecessary, and one of them was, I ran him for one of them. So anyway, but he's continued to work, and again, Cole, he shows up every day. He's a warrior mentality guy, and that's again, if I can create competition, but that is competition right there, and they both understand it, and they both work with the ones and the twos every day.
Is it more of a mental thing with Wyatt? I guess it just where he's like maybe got something blocked. It's not letting him do it every time.
He's a 21-year-old kid, but he's got all the talent in the world, and it's important to him, and he is getting better every day. I wouldn't say it's mental at all. I think it's just focus, and that's my job, keep him focused.
It seems like a lot of the rotations on the interior. Have you been pleased with how the tackles have played?
The tackles have done well, and that's a little bit different than the inside. I hate putting guys cold. The last time we played, they had some talented guys there on the edge, and I'd hate to put a guy in cold just unless I had to. But John and Nigel out there they've rated highest on everything we've done so far.
Are Chung or Gallo an option for you at either the guard spots, or are they just?
Yes, all those guys inside, all the centers and all the guards can play all three. There's a couple of tackles that can play all five, and that's just a way to create competition. Don't always think you've got it made because you're better than that guy behind you, because you'll get blindsided by the guy beside you. And that's what I've done that all through camp, and it's going in the right direction. Obviously we didn't have the outcome we wanted Saturday, but there were some things that we've got to get fixed, and that's what we're doing right now. But there were some things that we got quite a bit better than the previous week.
Do you think Wyatt was the guy that was blindsided by Colt jumping ahead of him on the charge at the time?
No, they were in the same spot for quite a while. I know Colt wasn't there in the spring, but they were there all summer. So it was, and as soon as spring was over, I opened up all 5 spots. And as soon as summer was over, I opened up all 5 spots again. So just let that stuff continue to make each other better. I would love to be able to go in third series every game, put 5 new ones in there. I would love to, because that helps this offense. And it helps practice, it helps meetings, it helps all that. But I've got to be able to trust you 100% before I do that.
I know Osterloh was a guy that we talked about in the offseason. Is he in the mix somewhere?
He is definitely in the mix, and he's one of those guys that can play both guards and both tackles. So anxiously waiting for him to get back, and he's ahead of schedule because he works like crazy at it to get back out there.
He's just been nicked up.
Huh?
He's just been nicked up for.
Yeah, he's got a little rolled up there.
The foot or the ankle thing, is that what it still is with him?
Yeah, it's something below that boot.
Gotcha.
In Gallo, is he completely healthy?
He's doing well. He hadn't had any problems.
Chung's a guy that's battled injuries throughout his career. It's kind of limited him. What do you know of his history, and how motivated and driven is he to kind of take advantage of his
I know I got to see him 2 days in January, then I didn't get to see him again until August. So, but he is a tough kid now. Some of the stuff that he has fought through, and some of the stuff that he is fighting through, not everybody does it, and it's important to him, and just like all those guys. That's the number one thing I look for is passion. And all those, there's about 7, 8, 9, 10 guys that got it right now. And those are the guys that are going to get the opportunity.
With the shuffling at center, are you worried at all that the snaps could continue to be kind of an issue?
No, we're not under center. It really doesn't matter. cadence is cadence, but they all take, you know, over 200 reps each with each one of them a day. So, I mean, that's something we do constantly, every day. So.
I can watch that almost touchdown in the first quarter. What do you see?
Opportunity. There was opportunity out there, but at the same time, Gerard gave me a chance, and I got to try to come down with it however I can.
Liberty kind of stacked the line and said, all right, go ahead and throw it, and you guys had a big game passing it. Tennessee sort of flipped that game plan. Is that just, do you have a sense going into a game of what someone's going to do, or do you just assume every week one's going to pick one or the other?
I mean, we usually have a really good game plan going into the game and have a great feel for what they're going to do. But Tennessee did throw a couple things at us. But I still feel like if we executed, then if we executed our game plan, then we had no problems at all. But it's just lack of execution.
What did they do to limit then with the production? It was just you guys, or did they do things to limit the production for you and Bucky?
They showed us a couple different looks, different leverages, different shapes and brackets and things like that. They did a good job of executing their game plan as well, so give them some credit.
How much of an emphasis has ball security been so far this week?
Huge emphasis. Everyone's running around. Coach Fuente's even running around trying to knock the ball out of your hands when you're running. So the ball security has been a huge emphasis in practice.
So is that what's been though? It's just you guys just get hit with the ball? And that's
Pretty
kind of
much.
rely on your head?
The scout team are trying to rake the ball out. If you're running by a water boy or one of the coaches, they might try to poke the ball out as well. So Coach Fuente and the rest of the coaching staff has really made a ball security emphasis.
Shane used to have the boxing
That
glove.
thing hurts too.
I bet it did. Do you guys have anything
No,
similar to that at all?
We have some things similar, but nothing to that. That extreme.
Yeah.
Right.
So what's the sort of equivalent of that this year? Anything?
Nah, it's just some pads. A little softer, more cushion.
What happens if somebody knocks it out?
Then you get ripped. You get ripped because Coach Fuente is getting on to you. The leaders on the team are getting on to you and everyone. So we just hold each other accountable.
Is it a push-ups thing or something?
Up
Something like
downs.
that?
We do a lot of up downs.
Have you dropped one?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
What stands out for you when you think back to playing for Coach Leffler? What stands out in your mind?
He was a great coach. He's an offensive genius. So we know that we have a lot of respect for him here, and we know he's gonna have his guys ready and amped up to play.
Did he do anything to help your game? I mean, are you better for?
I am. He made me a better player. He taught me how to be a professional in terms of working on my craft, and then one of the things off the field as well is like taking care of your body, and trying to eat properly, which I still struggle with today.
There's so many different personalities and different ways you can coach. What's the difference between him and Coach Cornelson personality-wise? Are they very different dudes?
Personality-wise, maybe they say the same things, but maybe they have a different way of saying it, getting their point across. Lefty's more of a get after you, like he'll yell and things like that. Coach Corn is more laid back, kind of tell you what you did wrong, but he'll get after you as well if you when he gets fired up. So.
Do you have any memories of Lefty getting after you early on? Any that stand out?
A million.
Any worse than other ones?
Nah, I think the rest of our team will tell you that Lefty would never get on to me, which that wasn't true. But he would get after everyone.
I don't think we've talked to you since Coach Ladies was in here last week, and he was talking about how, and I was going to talk with you about this, how most people would have assumed that, an 11-catch game in the first game was a pretty awesome game and all that, but he said it could have been better. What do you think was missing?
Some execution things. We had the one in the end zone, on the drive that I scored the play before. We had a jump ball, and that's what I beg the quarterbacks for all the time, is just to throw it up and trust me to get it, and I didn't come down with that one. And we had another fade on the sideline that I tried to go around the DB. He gave me a chance as well, and I didn't make the play. So we had those two plays that were big, and we had a post that I lost Gerard in. It was early. Probably would have been a really big play for us. Probably would have been a touchdown. So when he said we left a lot of things out, that we really did.
So it didn't surprise you that he
No,
would have
not at all.
made more of you in that game?
Not at all.
There's been a lot made about skill position players playing without the ball and getting active in the blocking game. Do you guys feel like you've improved on that a lot?
I think so, and he kind of told us that in the meeting Sunday when we talked about the Tennessee film, and that he said we're making strides. We're still not where we need to be yet, but we're making strides in the right direction.
How important is that in an offense that wants to get the ball on the perimeter so often?
It's huge. When you can run the ball, then it opens us up on the perimeter. So now we can play action pass and kind of go over the top of them and things like that. So we know that us blocking is just as important as us running routes and catching the ball and things like that.
I know it's September 13th and you've got a million other things on your mind than this probably, but does the thought of putting together a season similar to last year and then getting out of here after this year and going on to the NFL cross your mind ever?
Not at all. To be completely honest, I avoid looking at any of that things. I leave that to my parents or something like that. But now I'm just trying to focus on myself and be the best teammate that I can and help us win ball games.
Do you expect that this is your last season here?
Like I said, I haven't really thought about it or anything. Just trying to focus and be the best teammate I can be.
How did it feel for you to kind of have a game like that, get in that rhythm? You know, there were a couple of mistakes in there, but in terms of your production, you feel pretty good about that performance?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely just gave me confidence, gave the offense confidence, knowing that we could move the ball effectively against the SEC defense. I feel like we eliminate turnovers and penalties, then we can be a really, really good offense.
Was it a little bit of a different defensive scheme from them? I know Liberty, we talked about how they had so many guys up by the line to stop the run, and you guys threw the ball well. Was Tennessee a little more geared on Isaiah and Bucky and opened some things up for you?
I honestly don't know. I just focus on my assignment, and I just try to execute my assignment as best to my ability as possible.
And Isaiah up here is talking about ball security being a focus a
Yeah.
little bit this week. What exactly are they doing, and how much more is it than in the past?
We just do a lot of ball security, periods and stuff like that to really emphasize protecting the ball, making sure the ball doesn't get on the ground. And this week we're focused on having the ball in double a lot. Against Tennessee, we didn't have the ball in double a lot, and we're trying to focus on getting that second hand over top of the ball to protect the ball. So if we can eliminate turnovers, that could be a big boost for our offense, definitely.
Do you get a sense that because of all those turnovers, you guys really left something on the field out there against Tennessee, and you guys really had a chance to play a lot better?
Yeah, definitely. If you turn the ball over that many times, you're not going to have a chance to win a ball game. So if we eliminate those turnovers, we're probably in the ball game still. So
Isaiah said that coach will try to knock the ball out of their hands, water boys will try to knock. Is that the thing, that everybody's got a chance to knock it out this week?
yeah, definitely. Scout guys are doing a great job trying to get it out as well. So we're just really trying to emphasize just protecting the ball.
Have you lost one yet this week?
How many up downs did you have to do?
I mean, I didn't do any up downs or anything.
I feel like Coach Shane's back knocking the ball out of your hands though.
I mean, I'm just trying to, have two hands on the ball, just trying to protect it.
Something playing without the ball and really being active and blocking. Do you feel like you guys have improved as a unit doing that?
Definitely, it takes hard work trying to figure out what angle to take on certain blocks and what guy to pick up and stuff like that. But I mean, we're coming along and we're definitely improving in that area as a team.
Is that, I'm sure all you guys are at some point taught to wrap up like that, or is that a little unnatural for you to run like that though, as you kind of evolve as a running back, and is it kind of reverting back to the way you were originally taught, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going back to the basics, to the fundamentals of football, and I mean, we just don't need any turnovers. Eliminate the turnovers. So we're going back to the basics, protecting the ball, holding it high and tight, and having two hands in traffic, having it in a roll in certain situations. So I mean, all those situations and all those drills that we're doing this week is definitely going to help us against Boston College. They're a great defense. They forced the ball out, a lot of turnovers last year, so we're going to go into Boston College trying not to have any turnovers.
You were one of the guys who got labeled a dude by Scott Leffler when he was here. Is that a little strange going up against him this week? And what kind of your memories of playing for him? You enjoy playing for him here?
Yeah, I did enjoy playing for him. He's doing a great job at Boston College. They just got a win against UMass, and I looked at their film and everything. They're looking pretty good. So we're just gonna, execute and prepare as much as we can this week to try to win the ball game.
What did you learn from him playing for Coach Leffler? What's something that he taught you or you took from your time with him?
Just practicing hard all the time. Every rep you gotta practice hard. Sorry guys. ESPN updates. Just going out there every play, giving it your all. I feel like a lot of coaches try to preach that and try to get that out of their players. And he's a player. He's a coach that really made me buy into the system and everything. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going up against him.
There's so many different personalities that coaches can have, and they all work different ways. How different are Coach Cornelson and Coach Leffler, their personalities?
Well, Leffler is more, I don't know. I feel like Corn is more like, I don't know. It's just different the way that they coach. Like, Corn is more, he's not all in your face yelling at you. He's more, you should do it this way. Like more calm kind of coach. Scott's more like in your face. But they both get their point across, and both coaches do a really great job coaching.